round 4, or yeah, it is round 4 of FFG's 50% League. As it is Saturday and it's near 8 PM. We're getting ready to go soon enough. Last week's round 3 will be held again near the end of the season, as obviously they can go to plan properly. So that will be near the end of the season for that. So just a quick recap there. I'm going to go into the standings there. I think Senna had updated them after round 3. So let me get my bearings here, guys. So at the minute, in Tier 1, HSR Coyle is in first place on 50 points with SNRC Hickey right on his tail on 48 points, only 2 points between those. Then you have Mashman in third on 44 points. FG Digital in 4th place on 38 points. 23rd Nebula in 5th on 34. Senna is in 6th on 31 points. And to be fair, that's quite good for Senna because he has missed 2 races, guys. So fair play to him. Then you've got Meatball in 7th on 30 points. That doesn't reflect his pace. I'm sure he will be getting in a few more performances now. Then we have Grief in 8th place. Julio in 9th place and Aaron in 10th place. And then on to Tier 2, we have Kenzie Retro on top with 52 points, a huge lead. The 2nd place SFODC, who is on 19 points, with Rostri in 3rd place on 18 points. Then we have Damo in 4th on 12 and Chloe in 5th on 12 also. It's actually joint 4th really. So then we've got Twisted Welch after that on 3 points, and then Jay Morley. So on the team standings, we have McLaren in the lead on 102 points, Haas in 2nd on 67, Mercedes in 3rd on 57, Ferrari in 4th on 47. Then we have Aston Martin 3 with Alpine 1 point behind at 42 points. Then we have Williams on 34 with AlphaTauri on 28. Then a bit of a drop back down to Red Bull on 18 points with Alfa Romeo on 11. And then the reserve drivers, we've got Harry on 25 points and Nick Peedy NB on 25 points. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what happens here tonight, guys. Hickey is the first to put a time in. I think he will be. That's a great lap so far. Lovely exit there. So this corner here, if you are running a very stiff rear, can be quite dangerous. So the first time of the day, a 1:11.48 by Hickey. Sam Marshall a 1:10.6, Giulio Venino a 1:10.6 also. Dame at 1. Oh, Aqua's out. Aqua's after dropping it. Where did he drop that? On the back straight. No. Where did he drop that? Along the fast S's. The unlucky guy. It can happen. It can happen. Sen is after going up there now at a 1:10.5. Sorry, I do apologise. Roman Nebula here. Oh, that curb got him there and he's around, he goes. At least he kept out of the wall, straight back into the pits beside it. So Grinty's gone around, not a problem so far. This guy, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what he is like. He only joined ourselves there last week. So I'm excited to see all the HSR guys jumping on board. It was all of them are very fast but also very fun. Meatball with a 1:10.1. That was an amazing lap there from him. So let's see what the other guys do. So now we got the 1:21.7, so he's obviously gone for another lap now. Let's see what HSR Grinty is. A 1:10.9. Not too bad. I'm sure he can go faster again. Now HSR Coyle is out there now, coming around the last bend by the looks of it. The RS wide open. And Paul, wow, a 1:09.8. He's laying down the gauntlet now for now. So Aaron is absolutely flying in through sector 2. Oh, and Aaron is definitely out. There's no way his car is still going. I don't know how. That was a huge crash. Huge crash. Well, keep it going, Aaron. Get back in. At least you've plenty of time to get another lap in. Wow. How that car is not DNF there, I don't know. That was unreal. That's a defaulted lap. On with Nebula here now. Oh, Nebula's dropped it, and That's Nebula out, unfortunately for Nebula. He won't be participating in the rest of this session. Kenzie's up into 11th there, with a 112.6 on the mediums. So we have an Aston Martin coming around, so it has to be Damo. Oh. Sorry, AlphaTauri, it's either PDMB. Sorry guys. PDMB's going on to his fast lap here now. HSR Meatbutter still at a 110 on the button now. So he has improved, but he's still a bit off from the HSR Guarinti here now. He's getting a toe off Kyle, or Kenzie by the looks of it. Kenzie get out of the way. Oh. I think he's moved himself up into 7th place. Sorry guys, I missed out on seeing that. Seems like he's still going on it anyway. So Giulio's going back into the pits there now. So who's that? A Ferrari, so that's HSR Guarinti. Was he impeded too much? No, he's up 0.4 of a second anyway. That's moved Guarinti up into 3rd. Wow, that was a great lap from him. A 110.1. To the AlphaTauri is Sam Marshall. On the outlap, he's starting the fast lap, so we're going to stay on with him, guys. I don't want to be changing this around every 2 minutes on this. Sam feels confident he's going to improve a nice bit on his mediums. I see Senna's out there on his warm-up lap now on the softs as well. We've got Digital out there and we've got Damo on a fast lap, I think, behind him by the looks of it. So we're going to jump down here. Is it Damo going over the line? No. So it looks like Senna's starting his lap, so is it? Yeah, so Senna's starting his lap now. So how is he looking with his timings here? We'll see going into Sector 3 if he's up or down. He's down a lot, so there's no point staying on with him. I'm going to jump on with Senna now and see where he is in regards. So in Sector 1 he is up over 3/10 of a second. That's a huge amount to be up. Beautiful line through there. Senna is on it here. Oh, I don't know how he goes so close to that curb. I hate that curb. And Senna just so sideways. So he's still up over 3/10 of a second. So he's going to be close enough with Guarinti, depending on how much time he can either make or not make up here. Digital's got for another spin in Sector 2, the same area. Let's see what Senna does now coming across the line here. Does he have any word? Oh, lovely one by Senna. 0.002 off being matching times with Meatbutter. That was a fantastic lap by FFG Senna. Very well done. So we're on with PDMB here now. We see Giulio behind him, so I'll try and get on to Giulio really quick as well. PDMB with the wing open. That's after putting PDMB back into 5th. Giulio stays in 7th to the pits, and it is Damo then going into the pits also. No, Damo's going. Let's jump on with Digital here. He's 1.5 seconds up anyway. Digital's improved a bit there now, so we'll jump on with Giulio. He has improved, but he's not gone fast enough, and it looks like that was PDMB either slowed down or I think PDMB must be low fuel. Yeah. So who else do we have out there now? Sam Marshall's now on it, but it looks like we're going for a hot lap. Let's see what Sam can do here now. It's a nice tidy bit through turn 1. This curb here, if you take it wrong, will send you spinning. Great driving there, the camber around that. You can really take a lot of speed through that corner. It's fantastic driving. You clear those curves through the S's. Absolutely flat down, drops it down to 6 into 7 again by the sounds of it. This is not a bad lap now by oh, just as I said, he drops it. Okay. And he's still going after flipping. So this is pretty much it. It's going into the thicker end of things now. If you're not out now, you're not going to get out. So anyone coming out of the pits now, you're not going to make it. It's a nice smooth lap by Grinty so far, or Grinksy or whatever. The name of the guy's called Grinty, it's easier. It's good to see all the guys getting out of the way also. That Ferrari looks very well this year. Sprinty's after get backing out of this one now. So here we are with Kyle. I don't think he makes it. Did he make it in time? To be honest with you, I think that is pretty much how it's going to stand. So HSR Kyle is in pole, with HSR Meepool in second, but FFG Sen is so close in third, HSR Grinty in fourth, and PDAB in fifth. So Aqua never got to set a lap. Demo is in last place at the minute. So we have Digital Spinner in sector 2. So Spinner down in sector 2. I think all these guys I'd be very shocked if this lap is allowed count. But he's up 0.6 of a second. HSR Coil is on an absolute flyer if I read that right. If he does do a very low 109, it'll be an absolute epic. Oh, what a lap! A 109.2. That was a beauty. What a lap. That was laying down the gauntlet if I've ever seen it. And we have, it looks like, oh, Senna's after dropping it and breaking his wing. Senna overdriving. It looks like Damo's on a faster lap here. So will Damo improve his time? Unfortunately for Damo, he hasn't. So who is left to go? HSME Ball is on a flyer by the looks of it. No. Oh yeah, I think that's it. So hard to know here. So guys, that was a very interesting qualifying session. I didn't call it right, to be honest. I think I called it Kyle to be in pole, but and me poor in second, but I did call for Hickey to be in third, but it was FFG Senna. So to be fair about it, Kyle really wasn't a masterclass there, we have to say. Meatball and Senna so close, 0.002 of a second splitting them. So realistically, between, you're talking, say, Meatball all the way down to Digital, really, it was like literally a second between them, and Kyle was obviously nearly 0.8 of a second ahead of the rest of the field. So that was absolutely crazy. So this is going to be quite interesting. Everybody's starting in softs other than Kenzie Retro. So Kenzie is going for an alternate strategy. This could work very well for him if there was a safety car on lap 1. Other guys might fancy pitting early because they can do a one-stop here. I think it is soft to hards, pushing it. But medium to hards is the way to go. The soft to hards just do an awful lot of laps on those softs to make it work, which can be quite tough. So I hope the guys are ready because the race is literally going to start now. Wow. So, and these second guys are going. Oh, Kyle's after getting cut out. Oh, he's after getting it in time. I think everyone's after getting out there. But I think everyone got off the line, which is the main thing. Wow. Sadly, they're not meant to actually. Not meant to ready up that early. So hopefully someone has got that for us, as I can't see who done it. So I'm trying to think to myself here, who is going to get a good start here and who is going to go for glory in turn 1, or who's going to be smart and wait back. So I have a feeling the top probably 10 would be okay, but then when you're that far back from 11 to 15, it's going to be very hard to kind of judge, and obviously you want to be keen to make a few places up. So I'm hoping there's no heroics at the start of this race. I'm really hoping there's no heroics. I expect all HSR guys with Senna, PDMB to be really pushing on there. I expect Hickey to come up through. Hickey has great race pace, he's consistent as well. Same with Digital. I think Digital's going to come up a little bit. He was getting unfortunate with a few spins there in qualifying. And with Aqua, I don't know what he's going to be like because he didn't get to put in a lap. So that's going to be quite an interesting one to see. And then, yeah, with Kenzie there, all to play for tier 2 as well. I'm sure he wants to really push up, so I know he's starting on the medium. So here we go, guys. The lights are now out, just about out, sorry, I apologise. And they're out. They're just going to wait. There's normally about 2 or 3 second delay before they start off. So by the looks of it, great start by Kyle. Absolutely brilliant. Senna's after getting overtook there by Grixie into the first corner. Marshall is after getting by Senna as well, by the looks of it. There is a car after dropping down. Nebula is gone all the way down to last place. I don't know what's happened there. So far fairly simple. Marshall great there as well. Senna's after dropping down 2 positions. Marshall's up, Grinty's up. Aramara great start as well, up 3 places, and Kenzie Retro. And Aqua is up 3 places also. We have Digital's after doing a big spin there now, so Digital's gone down to the last place. Let's see, is his damage bad? He has a wing gone. He should probably go into hards now. Virtual safety car going. Grinty is after breaking his wing there as well. And is now just rolling across the track. So let's hope Grinty gets going into the pits as well. Still going, that's the main thing there. So VSC, very action-packed start to the race by the looks of it. I don't think anyone's going to pit unless they have damage realistically. It's only a VSC, but if it's a safety car you might want to alternate strategies there. Damo's after getting himself a driving through penalty, and it looks like Digital is the same. Ouch. Timing screen's gone crazy as usual. So Digital is now in the pits. I'm waiting obviously for Grinty is coming around the corner. He will go into the pits also. And Damo is going to have to go in now and do a drive-through, unfortunately for him. It looks like Kyle got a monstrous start on HS Army board, 2 seconds out. That's a very interesting one there. So Aaron, that was PDMB ran wide and is going. At least there was no contact there. So Aaron Mara is now by PDMB, but Ross right behind him. It's going to be an interesting one. Kenzie's doing fantastic up in 9th place there on the mediums as well. Got to give him props for that. And Aqua is up 4 places as well. So the biggest loser so far is definitely HSR Grinty by a country mile there, starting in 4th and all the way down now in 15th, with Digital down 4 spots too. So yeah, some huge losers with HSR Coyle at 112.6. That's a very good fast lap at this early stage of the race. So now the timing's gone a bit better there, so we can see Kyle is leading by 2.3 seconds, with Meepoor now in second, with Marshall in third and 3.6 seconds, 1.2 seconds clear. So Senna is right behind Marshall here. Will Senna try and put the push down too early, or will he wait? With Julio 2 seconds down the road then from Senna. There's great. Aramar and PDMB are quite fairly close together. And we have, it looks like Digital is after crashing into the wall. He is going. And Grinty's gone by him there. So poor owl Digital is having a... Oh, Julio's out of the race. Julio crashed into the wall, so VSC is out for that. And Digital, unfortunately, is after DNFing in the pits. I think he was let the frustration get the better of him with the 2 crashes. Wow. I'm surprised that's not a safety car where that car is, which would have probably helped out all the soft runners. So at the minute, guys, can't go wrong there. Like, HSR is doing a fantastic job in the lead. I'm sure Julio will be very disappointed in dropping it there. I'm sure Grinty is really hoping for, or Grinty is really hoping for a safety car. And in sector 3, who's that in the wall? Aqua! Aqua's now out. What happened to Aqua? Oh, there was a clash between Aqua and it looks like Kenzie. Wow. Okay. A fair play to Kenzie, straight into the pits. I'm sure he might try the hards now. That was a huge impact by the looks of it. So poor Aqua is out of it. Damo has gone into the pits. And Quincy are staying out. So Kyle is now after pulling out a massive lead so early in the race, really. 3.5 seconds is quite a big amount. We have now Senna and Marshall having that little battle, is getting a bit closer together, and the rain is coming down now. So how brave the guys go, how long do they wait? This is going to be quite interesting here. Who has the skills to wait? And who's going to try and go in too early? If you go in too early, you will cook the tyres, and there'll be no life left in them. Senna has the DRS open. He just thought a little too better of it there. He was a bit too far back. Aramar is now out of the race. What is happening here? So, oh, that was a late call by Hickey. Aaron is in that wall as well. Safety car is now out. That was probably a genius move by Hickey. Get in now and jump a few places there. So safety car is now out with the rain coming down. I think everyone really has to go in now and jump onto those intermediates. It might be still a little bit too early, but at this right now, 2 laps under the safety car, it's going to get absolutely saturated there. So guys, so far that is 4 guys out of this race. Digital, I think out of frustration, retired in the pits. Julio, Aqua and Aaron have dropped it. It's a very, very tough track this. Let's hope nobody else drops this now. Although in the rain it could be quite tricky for a few of the guys. So let's see how they go. Did anyone do a wet setup? Oh, HSR Meepool is after getting a penalty there for speeding through the pit lane. It looks a bit. Oh no, sorry, speeding in the safety car. I do apologise. So Kyle is staying out on the softs. I'm shocked with that. That could be a huge thing. And Meepool is staying out also. You have got Sam jumping into the pits. Senna stayed out also. This is mad. I'm genuinely very shocked that these guys are staying out. So next up the road there, everyone else seems to be staying out on the so this is crazy. I would have thought there'd be more people going into the pits. So Sam is going out into the intermediates, isn't he? Yes, he is. Wow. Well, Hickey is already on the intermediates. So Hickey didn't get the jump he was thinking he was going to get. Kenzie is out on softs. I'm sure Kenzie is kicking himself now. But then again, how are you to know? Ooh, Damo sideways there. Maybe it is time for inters there. What? I don't know. I'm shocked the guys didn't jump in and go on to the intermediates there. Maybe they know something I don't. Maybe they know something I don't. But I'm genuinely, that was... I think the guys have missed the trick there. I think this will come to Sam Marshall and Hickey. Personally, I really think that that's going to come to them guys now after this. Time will tell. Time will tell. So it's going to be at least another lap before that safety car's in, because the cars are so spread out. So will the guys try jumping into the pits now? No, the guys are staying out. Suppose they don't really have much choice at this stage, otherwise they're going to be losing monumental amount of time. Although the furthest they drop back to is 7th place. They're going to have to be moving around so hard now to try to keep temperature into these tyres as well. I wouldn't like that job there now with them guys up in the lead. It's just going to get more and more treacherous there. So as you see there, there's only 2 people out on. You've got Sam there in intermediates. Hello, did I see that right? Oh, he's in hards, is it? Hards. Then you have, okay, so you have Hickey gone in for intermediates again. Must have got damage. Kenzie is still on mediums. And Damo on intermediates, but drifting like a drift king that he is. So there's only 3 people on intermediates. This is quite shocking for me to see, because that track is very wet. But yeah, the rain is still going down, so I don't understand. Surely that's intermediate. I know you're normally waiting until it says DRS in it, or disabled, but so safety car looks like it's staying out. So there's going to be one more lap with the safety car behind it. Guys are so far spread out. Surely. So Kyle's finally going into the pit. So is Meat Gordon. So is Senna. PDMB, so that was a great move by Sam. Sam is now in the lead of this one here. But everybody else seems to pit, so that's going to hopefully... For Hickey, I think Hickey was just too far back. If he didn't have that second pit stop, he would have been absolutely flying there in second place. So Sam Marshall has really caught the trick here. To be fair about it, his tyres wouldn't have got too much pressure there underneath the safety car conditions. So I don't think they would have really been affected too much by tyre wear or with temps, to be fair about it. So I safely say the safety car has to be in this lap. I know there's a few guys that are far away back, Kenzie and Damo, but that's a good few laps now out now. So Sam Marshall is the massive leader there, really, when you think about it. He was in 6th place all the way now up in 4th. Just from a smart move, jumping in that little bit earlier, getting on those intermediates under a safety car where you weren't going to put too much abuse into them. So It's been absolutely brilliant. Grunty is the biggest loser at the minute, being down 5 places. And PDMB is exactly where he started, so it's not really too bad from him. So with the safety car coming in now, Sam Marshall is now leading these guys, essentially being the safety car until they cross that line. So he's going to have to... He's after starting that a little bit early, I think. He's after putting himself on the back foot there by doing that. He has all the guys right behind him there. Oh, this is going to be great action now into turn 1 with all the guys so close. Nobody's going to go for the glory, although Meeport is down the inside. Coiled around the outside there, there's not much he could do there. Sam had placed his car perfectly. So let's see how the guys go here as well, because that's their first lap under the full wet conditions of racing intermediates. So far it is looking quite good. Coyle has gone straight back into the lead there. That was a beautiful move around the outside there with Sam. Around the inside / outside. That was a great move. Now Meatball is all over the back now of Sam. How long do you think Sam can keep these guys behind? And it's helping HSR Coyle by having that there. Now that's Meatball going around the inside here. And it looks like Meatball looks like it's the better drive out of it. That's the job done with Marshall going a bit too sideways. Senna is going to go on the inside, is he? No, he thinks the better of it. So Senna's going to wait another little bit. So HSR Coyle got a nice little bit of a gap now already to Meatboard at 1.5 seconds. So let's see what happens here, guys. Mackenzie Retro got by Damo also. So Senna looks like he's after dropping a bit now. Oh, Meatboard's gone in to do his drive-through. I'm sure that must be killer for him. So Sam Marshall is doing very well to hold off the likes of Senna, PDMB, Ruts and Hickey there. So Hickey was a great little jump up in a few places there also. So Meatboard is out of the pits there now. So from second he goes to 9th. So it is what it is. You drive through, these things happen. So Kyle is a massive amount ahead. 2.6 seconds from Sam Marshall and only increasing. Kyle seems to have it under his own control at the minute. His teammate running then in 10th place, and we have a spinner in sector 2. Who was that? 23rd Nebula in his Williams. He's got going again. No damage by the looks of it, so that shouldn't be too bad. Senna and Marshall. Great little train going on here from second all the way back really until 7th. Just a little train of drivers. Who's going to try to be brave or break that bit later or carry that more speed into the corner in the wet conditions? It's all about how brave you are. And we have, it looks like Damo is after dropping it there in sector 2. He's gotten going again. It's all really subdued. Basically the top 7, 6 of them are in the train. But Coyle absolutely flying out in the lead there. 4 seconds clear of the guys now. So you just got to think it. Pete or PDMB or Ross are really going to start pushing on there if they want to get up into the podium positions. Then Senna wants to go for second place. He won't be happy sitting in 3rd place there if he feels he's faster. But Marshall is starting to pull that gap back on Senna now. That rain is down nice and heavy there now. What's it like now on their view? Traction seems to be a bit of an issue with them all in lower gears. This corner here, it'll be an absolute nightmare. Feather on the throttle through and not flat. So Sam is starting to pull out a nice little seconds advantage here on Senna. Sam's getting his flow of things, fair play to him. With Coyle pulling away nicely, just literally in his own rhythm. He's definitely had the pace advantage in Zandvoort this weekend so far. That's a lovely little train. See that the whole way down, they're so close to each other. If one lad makes one silly move, then that's it. Senna's after catching 0.3 of a second in the first sector. Can he keep that going? So heavy there from that camera view. So it looks pretty much that Sam Marshall has Senna covered off here at the minute. PDMB is just sitting behind Senna in around kind of the same kind of gap. And Sam Marshall's after getting himself a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. So now Senna's gone by him there as well. So what's happened there? He must have just went completely sideways on that curb and ran wide. He's no damage anyway. So he's going to be getting a nice toe off Senna, but I don't think there's going to be enough of a toe to get going. No, there's not. So you've got teammates Sam Marshall and PDMB. I'm sure Sam won't hold PDMB around too much, especially with that 5-second penalty. And we'll come into team tactics there. Starting to spread out a little bit other than the top 5 now, or top 6, sorry, I do apologise. With Hickey starting to drop back a little bit from Grinksy. So Senna's definitely starting to pull out a little bit now. Good to see Damo getting out of the way of the guys. He's not trying to impede them even though he is being lapped. Always nice to see that out of Damo. Always scoring points consistently as well. I'll give him that. Great guy. So now we've got Sam Marshall and PDMB is so close. I'm sure Sam's just going to have to let PDMB by. It wouldn't make any sense for him to hold up his teammate too much, as there still is literally over half the race to go. So Senna's starting to pull away from Sam now. PDMB is going to stay behind Sam for a bit longer. You have then Ross behind him with Grinksy right all over the back of him. Or Grinksy, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just going to call him Matus over now. Oh, that train is getting very close there. Sam is surely going to have to let by PDMB and try hold up the guys. PDMB is now under pressure as well from Ross G. Ross G is nearly pushing him along. And then he's got HSR behind him for an extra bit of fun. It's a great little battle here. Senna's after pulling out a nice little gap now in second place. Although HSR Kyle looks like he has this one at the minute in the bag, but it does take one little error here on this track and it is good night Irene. And as I say that, it looks like Damo is slowing him down, or he's after dropping it, one or the other. Yeah, he's dropped it there in sector 2, but he'll get going again. Oh, that was a bit of a tight move there by Ross on Sam Marshall. There definitely wasn't enough room left there. It was a bit dodgy to be honest, but it is what it is. Ross G is now after dropping down the pack a little bit, and he's going again, so that's not too bad for Ross at least. And HSR is all over the back of Sam Marshall here. HSR is definitely going to win this fight here with the inside line there. There's not much you can do there. That was a fairly fair move there with the guys. And in sector 2, Damo is going slow. So PDMB is now ahead of HSR with Sam then splitting HSR from Ross G. So what can Nick do now to keep HSR behind him for that pole, or sorry, third place, the podium position? What can he do here now to keep him behind? It's very clear now HSR Kyle is just cruising, with Senna out with a nice little gap now where he's not under too much pressure. He can just go easy on these tyres and just kind of have a relaxing few laps hopefully for himself. So we have then Damo in the pits. Sam Marshall does have that 3-second penalty, so at the minute we'll put him down to 9th place or 8th place. So he does need to try and do something magical here, not to be dropping down that many places. Meatball just sitting there as well in 7th. I'm sure he is absolutely eager to try to get by these guys. And we then have Hickey. Oh! Hickey drifting. Very good save by Hickey there. The heart was in my mouth there for him. He's obviously pushing it. There's a lot of water on this track now. I'm sure the wet tyres will be called into place soon, especially seeing how much Hickey went sideways there. And HSR Coyle is obviously loving these conditions. That's a huge gap he's after pulling in a few laps there now. 11 seconds, nearly 12 seconds. Nice and smooth there, not a problem with him. Senna seems to be the same. He's pulling out a nice little gap, and he's not overdriving it. PDMB is doing enough to hold off HSR at the minute. Then with Sam Marshall drifting, getting that bit closer with Ross Tree, and then Meatball going down the inside here. Meatball seems to like going down the inside. Will he make it stick this time? It doesn't look like it at the minute, because Ross Tree holds the inside line into the next corner, which the inside line is key. Oh, I tell you one thing, that was a great move there. So Ross Tree was obviously very fair on the brakes also. Oh my god, that's Senna's after dropping it. Senna is after dropping it from 2nd. He is now down in 7th place. Safety car is out. The guys are surely going to try and jump in. No, Kyle's going to stay out. Everybody else should jump into the pits now. They're not going to lose any position and be on fresh tyres. They are mad not doing that right now. That's Senna in the pits. So for the likes of Hickey and Nebula, I would be pitting. I don't know why they would not pit. Is Nebula going to go in? No. That's crazy in my eyes. Go out into fresher tyres. Kyle has a massive enough gap that he can actually he can easily go out there. And Meatball is after getting a 5-second penalty for hitting the back of Marshall. And he's after getting... No, I don't think there was damage. It did look like there was, but I think he's fine. Yeah, so if I was Kyle, I'd be definitely jumping in there to the pits. Might as well put on the fresh tyres. He's such a gap back. Pete is probably going to be gutted with himself at the minute, but look, these things happen in the rain. Those curbs are so unforgiving. So I'm pretty sure Kyle should surely go into the pits. I don't see why he wouldn't. He's obviously sticking to the time limit as well. Yeah, so Kyle's going in for fresh rubber there. Obviously not using ABS there, nice little lock up. So PDMB is only coming around the last corner. Kyle is fairly safe there. Out on fresh rubber. I don't know why the back markers didn't do that. Or the boys behind Kyle. It's a free pit stop really. And Guinty was thinking about it and decided not to. Sam was the same with Ross. Nope. What about Hickey and Meatball? Nope. Neither. Nebula is going to stay out by the looks of it. Senna coming around there now. So yeah, guys, been an action-packed race so far. This is the 2nd safety car. Luckily enough, there hasn't been any more retirements after the 4th safety car with Aaron Marr, with Aqua and Julio crashing out, and then Digital retiring in the pits. I'm sure if Digital knew what was going to happen here, he would have stayed going, because I can guarantee he'd be up there in about 8th, 9th, 7th place even. So yeah, it always goes to show you should never ever give up in a race or rage quit, because anything can happen, especially that early in the race. You'd understand maybe the last lap if it's that frustrating, but yeah, it is what it is, guys. So Kyle doing the masterclass now on fresh rubber as well. He's going to absolutely fly away from the guys, because he's after showing there within a few laps he was 10 plus seconds ahead of everybody else once he got by them. PDMB is quite tasty here as well on the intermediates. Senna was definitely faster than the rest of the guys on the wets, but unfortunately I'm sure it was that he either cut the curb or ran wide and into the wall. But either way, he pushed a bit too much, and he's paying the price for it now. So I'm sure he's the bit between his teeth, and he's going to come back absolutely flying it. Probably turned on a bit more aero on the front wing and the pits, and fresh rubber on there as well. Sure, we'll see what happens. So I'd say by the end of this lap the safety car will be in, because Kenzie and Damo are pretty much right back on the back of the guys. Damo is 2 laps down, unfortunately for Damo. He's had a few spins as well, but at least he's kept it going, which is the main thing. I commend him for that as well. Fair play to him. So yeah, I think it's a dry race for tomorrow's race in Zandvoort. Although it would be so cool to see these cars driving on this track in the wet. It would be so dodgy, especially with all the campers as well. Although it dry quickly. I love seeing Kyle wiggle around there, trying to get as much temperature into tyres as he can as well. It's going to be quite an interesting last 16 laps. If it stays drying, and will it dry up? Who knows at this stage. Still a lot to play for. We're literally barely gone over halfway, really. So safety car is in this lap, so Kyle is going to take over being the safety car. Now I know for a fact Kyle's going to totally run these lads a lot slower than it was Sam on the restart, where Sam caught himself out by going too near the safety car. So you can see Kyle slow down there. PDMB, HSR, Sam, all the other guys are just literally trying to get temperature in and waiting, but to be honest with you, I can see Kyle dropping the boot in about just on the exit of the corner, going, keeping the inside line, and away he goes. So PDMB is waiting for it, he's not moving. PDMB is literally going to go for it. This is going to be a great start there. So we have HSR Grinty on the inside of PDMB. HSR Grinty's going to go for that, and he's after getting through there quite easily by the looks of it. Yeah, so there's a nice little train coming behind HSR there now. Oh, I tell you one thing, Sam Marshall is after getting a great drive out of that there. Is Sam going to go for it? He's pushing Nick up the road. Teammates, there's definitely no team orders between these guys. They are just going handing for a letter at it now. So you've got Sam with a time penalty, and Ross, and also Kenzie. So HSR Grinty's after getting a nice bit of breathing space there from PDMB. And Kyle, of course, 1.6 seconds ahead, 1.7, and growing as I keep speaking, so I won't count that one up there all day. Hickey is doing okay in 9th, with Meatball in 10th. I don't know what happened Meatball there, to be quite honest about it. And then with 11, so Meatball got caught out, he must have dropped it, to be quite honest about it. Senna up into 7th place now, so he's after gaining 2 spots there on that restart. Nebula then definitely going to be under pressure here by Senna. Senna has a great toe on him. He's using a lot of ARS to defend, he is, so he's kept Senna at bay. Fair play to him. It looks like everyone's gapping out, so you've Ross G and Sam Marshall. And then Nebula and Senna. Senna and Nebula and Ross G is going to be an interesting race there. Nebula definitely got a better drive out of that corner there than Ross. And there's Senna in relation to that. It's a nice little tripod of people. And then with Sam, PDMB is still a little bit up the road from now. Yeah, and HSR Coil already 2 laps in nearly and 3.5 seconds clear. So, oh, we have Senna and Nebula swapping places. Oh, Senna's after hitting the back of Nebula there. He's out of the way. Hickey, yeah, he's a bit behind, so he's okay that way. Wow, that must be really frustrating for Senna there. Kenzie up into 7th place from 2nd last there. That's a great out turnaround for Kenzie. Fair play to him. I'm sure he's absolutely chuffed. So it's all starting to spread out a little bit here now after the restart. So Coyle seems to have it in control. with Grinksy or whatever HSR I'm just going to call him in second place. PDMB isn't too far away in third, and neither is his teammate Sam in fourth, but Sam does have that time penalty, so PDMB won't be worrying too much about that. Then you have Ross G with a time penalty also, so maybe it looks like he can jump a few spots from them up into fourth place if he stays within 3 odd seconds of them. He does need to get the shoe in a little bit there. Yeah, other than that, it's been a frustrating race for Meatball, for Hickey and for Senna really, because the guys are definitely faster than their positions show here. I mean, a great race for Kenzie. I'm sure Kenzie's chuffed, especially after being so far back. He's now right back in the mix of it now. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Very enthusiastic driver, loves Formula 1 and he's quite knowledgeable of facts and statistics as well. He's a good guy. That's a huge lead that Kyle has on HSR. The PDMB looking for any bit of tow he can get, as is Sam. Seems to spread out a little bit. Ross G and Nebula might be a little battle that we could watch, hopefully develop fairly soon. So from 15 that started, we're still running on 11 guys. To recap that, Digital unfortunately DNF in the pits, but then Julio had dropped it, I think up in the corners just up here where the guys are going towards. With Aqua dropping it also on Aaron, so that was quite unfortunate for them guys. So obviously the race started in dries, and as rain came in, I thought that the guys should have all pitted straight away under the safety car with the rain, but they all waited out, and it's not really changed too much in the race, other than HSR Kyle then had dropped into second or third place and got back up into first. Actually in second place he was, and got into first after the first corner of the restart, and then flew away with it again. So guys, it's getting fairly spaced out here. The only thing, PDMB and Sam are still quite close-ish together. HSR Kyle is only 2 seconds up the road from PDMB, so that's getting quite tasty. And we've got a spinner in sector 2. I think that's Demo, is it? Yeah, so that's Demo. Steve's going to stay going anyway. Demo will never give up. That's a huge lead now that HSR Kyle has in only a small few laps. Ross G's after going out of the race. What happened, Ross? What happened, Ross? He must have dropped it on the exit of that corner into the wall. He goes. Yeah, he dropped it there. Unlucky Ross. So there's a safety car out. Will anyone try? Well, everyone's too far away to really pit at the minute, other than Damo can pit if he wants. Nebula's after getting the drive-through penalty. Nebula, unfortunately, is after getting a drive-through penalty there. Ouch. So if you're Kyle here, really, you might as well pit onto fresh softs. Why not? So guys, out of 15 drivers, we're now down to 10. Unfortunately, Ross was, I suppose, a victim of the rain more than anything else, because I think he's fairly set in the dry. I think it was more the rain and the tricky conditions that got him that time. So you have HSR Grint staying out. Do you have any of the AlphaTauris? Both AlphaTauris look like they're going into the pit. That's going to cause havoc. That's going to... Sam's going to lose so much time here. I don't think it's affected him. I think he'll only lose the place to Kenzie as a response to that if he does. It looks like he's going to lose that spot to Kenzie, so if he wasn't behind... Yeah, he's lost the spot to Kenzie. Oh, Sam dropped it coming out of the pits. He's on medium. Oh, I didn't realise that. He made an error by not changing his tyres to the intermediates. Oh, that is so unlucky. He's gonna have to nurse that car around. HSR meatballs on softs. What is happening with the guys? The guys forgot to check the tyres that they were going onto. That's PD&B on softs, what? Am I going mad? I'm thinking PD&B is out on softs. No, I'm not. None of the guys have thought to look at the tyres that they're going onto. They just went into the pits without checking. So that's both AlphaTauris after throwing away a massive, massive, massive haul of points at the minute. Wow. HSO will be kicking themselves. So that's after bringing then Hickey and Retro straight back into this, and Senna has been a huge winner there. Nebula now in the pits and gone onto soft tyres as well. What is happening? It's still raining. I'm not going mad, but there's so many guys on softs. Oh, these dry tyres. What is happening? Yeah, so he's gonna have to go straight into the pits. Maybe it is dry enough. Maybe I'm not seeing it right. It's too early for dries though. If it is starting to lighten up, I'm so confused by this one. Now maybe it is going to dry up. It is there's definitely no rain anymore. Maybe they're geniuses. I'm so confused at the minute because it's definitely not dry tyres just yet. It'll be quite interesting on the race restart to see. Wow. Could be a genius move. Obviously, I could be absolutely wrong. I'm sure I normally am wrong, so this is definitely something I wouldn't have thought of. Ross G is out. Oh, it's still the same lad. Oh, it's because they was a few laps down. I got a total fright there, taking someone else out there. As I say, that Sam Marshall is out. Oh, Sam showed into the wall. Oh, safety car's going to be out longer now. Well, it's in the right time to get in the pits. 20 stayed out. Is it time? Oh, it's gonna. Maybe it is time for dries. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely no more rain. Oh. Wow. Are Senna and HSO after missing out now? The lads definitely seen something we didn't see, obviously, with the onboards. Yeah, it's definitely stopped raining now. It won't be too long before that does dry up. Oh, this is going to be an interesting end to the race. Definitely interesting. So Dan was unlapped himself from Ross anyway, and Sam will be a lap or two before we'll see him fully going down. Wow. Wow, wow, that's all I can say. Did not expect that. So the top three are on intermediates. Then you have PD&B. Safety cars in this lap. Well, it's pretty much half the field softs, half the field is on intermediates. So as much as you'll suffer on the dry tyres now, for maybe a lap or two, I think the intermediates are going to be absolutely kicking themselves they didn't jump in. It'll be a few seconds slower, but I don't know if they're going to lose enough time before it fully dries out to not benefit from pitting early. So HSR is really slowing these guys down, and he's away. Senna's after. Oh, Senna got a great start, but then had to let off. It looked like that HSR went from the start and then let off again. That's interesting. So Senna is still in second place at the minute with PDMB. Oh, it's a bit of sideways action. PDMB is losing an awful lot of places there at the minute. So anyone who's on to the intermediate flights of Hickey, Senna and HSR Coyle is absolutely sideways. I think these cars are going to be impossible to drive. So basically, yeah, PDMB is losing a lot of time. So the guys are definitely pulling away at the minute. But how long before the guys on the softs are going to pull back in? I'm actually just curious. I'm dying to see it. So in sector 2, who's dropped it? Kenzie going. Kenzie's up, so PDMB is losing an awful lot of places there. PDMB is struggling. Look at Kenzie from last pretty much to 6th. That is brilliant to see that. Senator Grixie, how long will it take before they clear? It looks like it's nearly ready for dries now. They're going to have to pit in the next lap or two. It's definitely going to have to come back to dry guys now, although they are 12 seconds ahead of Coyle at the minute, but Coyle is definitely dropping away still at the minute. It won't be too long before they're ready to go again. Nebula is now back into the pits. What has happened here? PDMB is gone by HSR Meatworld there. Meatworld must have squirmed on the exit. HSR Coyle and Kenzie now. There's a gap between them. Yeah, at the minute the guys look like they're pulling out enough of a gap that they might be able to pit and stay out in the lead. So this could have been genius for the 3 of them guys to stay out. That means the difference between the race win and not. So there is 7 laps to go and our top 3 are all still on intermediates. It looks like everybody else is now out on the softer tyres. This is going to be such an interesting... PDMB is after getting by Kenzie. Kenzie's starting to struggle a bit, but Kenzie's got back by PDMB. PDMB's going to... Oh, HSR Meatball tried to go down the inside as well. 3 does not go through that corner there. Kenzie's after getting spun around there by PDMB. I don't know. We have to see the onboard to see whose fault it really was. I was looking at the timings as well. So PDMB and Meatboard are really at it. But okay, so that is it. It's coming around. So the guys have definitely pulled out enough time for a pit. So now it really just depends on when suits them. Like it's wet, but it's definitely drying out. Oh, who's that? It's after dropping it. Nebula's after dropping it. They're going straight into the pits. Yeah, the guys on the full dries are having to really take their time there. So it's definitely not time for the dries yet. So the guys there, I have to say to them, done the right thing. I did think it was still too early for the softs. I was shocked with everyone going onto the dry compound tyres, but I suppose if you don't try, you don't get. So HSR Grinty looks like he's going to be stealing a win now from HSR Coyle. Senna getting back in second and Hickey getting a podium at third, which is great. How long do they wait? Going to go another lap anyway. They're still pulling plenty of time on Coyle. And Meatboard's the same. For me, the biggest losers there was AlphaTauri because they had 2 guys in podium positions. Same was in the inters as well. So Senna and Hickey are going to be having a little battle, and HSR is starting to pull away now from P and from Hickey. 31 seconds Grinksy is away from Coyle, so that's how much time Coyle is losing at the minute, and Coyle has been consistently the fastest man on this track. Wow. This has been a huge upset to the course of this race. I'm sure the guys in the top 3 are not giving out one bit. I don't think it'll be too much longer before the guys will pit, though it is starting to get really dry looking on the racing line anyway. No sign yet as he's flying still. "35 seconds behind now, wow. Look at Damo. Up in 9th place, fair play to him. Well deserved as well. He kept going even though he kept spinning. He deserves those points. So the biggest winner in this race so far in terms of places is Kenzie Retro, up 6 places with Damo and Hickey, both up 5. Nebula's up 4 places. HSR, I'm going to call him, is up 3 places. Senna's up 1 place. And then Kyle and Meatball are both down 3 places, so they're the biggest losers really, with PDMB down 1. It's nearly time for joys at this stage. Yeah, it's that time now. It's jump time to joys, and now we have Senna surely jumping into the pits and Hickey following him. Yeah. Top 3 are now in the pits, and they're going to have a nice bit of a gap then towards Kyle and everyone else on the fresher rubber, all going at the softs, I'm assuming. Oh, Hickey has a 5-second penalty. That might put him behind Kyle. Oh, this is going to be tight. I think Hickey has enough to be ahead of Kyle. So there's going to be a battle to the end to see can Hickey keep Kyle behind him. The guys haven't driven dry tyres in about 15-20 laps nearly. This is going to be one to be watching out for now, Kyle over Hickey. There's a nice few seconds of a gap for him. There is that buffer, but at least he has the time penalty out of it now. So everybody finishes with no time penalties, which they do get extra points for, which is very good. Hickey looks like he's doing enough at the minute, but Kyle is right there. Kyle, as we're saying, that at 1:12.1. So Kyle is definitely pushing. And he's reeling Hickey in slowly but surely. He's definitely a little bit closer this lap now. Senna has that nice little buffer. And HSR in the lead is definitely starting to pull away now with a purple 4 sector. Going back through it there now. Kenzie's doing what he needs to do with Nebula behind him. And Damo happily going. So we're going to stay on here with Kyle as he's slowly pulling in Hickey. This is going to be a battle for the last podium position. So 3 laps remaining. Will Kyle have enough time to get by Hickey? Will Hickey do enough to defend onto his podium position? Kyle is doing purple sector there, sector 2. And he is now nearly within DRS of Hickey. HSR Gwenty at 1:11.6. The times are starting to drop down very fast now. So it looks like Hickey has just kept him out of DRS. I don't know, it's only being activated now. Kyle at 1:11.4. Hickey's going to have to do some immense defending. Well guys, it's going to be an epic finish to this race for the last podium position. HSO and Senna are doing the right thing that time. Oh, Senna must have made a mistake. Senna is not too far off now. Oh, Senna's making this hard for himself coming to the end of this race. hope it's not a reenactment of the Classics race, because he thoroughly deserved the podium that day. His last lap and a bit now is just going to be great to watch. So will Hickey have enough defending? Is Senna going to keep enough of a distance? Oh, Senna went over that car fairly mad, but he's gotten through it. From Kyle here, another fastest sector by Kyle. You have to feel Hickey needs to get a great drive out of here. And we have Meeport is after dropping it. Oh, Meeport is going to lose out in the place to PDMB. I have to go back onto Kyle here. Oh, so Hickey's staying ahead of him now. So this has all got to do with Hickey doing enough and not letting Kyle get by under the DRS here now. And we know Kyle likes the fun lines around all these corners. So Meeple's cutting corners, so Meeple's after crashing himself out. It is what it is, unfortunately. But I don't like seeing that. Hickey is keeping ahead of Kyle. Kyle is all over the back of him. Kyle's going down the inside here. Hickey's still in the lead there now, which is good for third place. This is a battle for third we're looking at here, and it should be on with HSR. But this battle is so close here, we have to keep on with it. So Hickey had the DRS open. Oh, HSR's gone by him. HSR's going for a massive move down the inside there. And Hickey had nowhere to go really other than give in that position. That was very aggressive there by Kyle, but he's after getting through there now. And Hickey's after being robbed on the last sector of the podium. So well done to HSR, Grinksy, with Senna in second place, Kyle in third, Hickey in fourth place. PDM will be coming back in fifth place. And the rain was just about to start coming back in by the looks of it there. Wow. That was definitely a mixed race, an awful lot of retirements though, unfortunately. Kenzie, Retro and Nebula are still fighting here. Roger's going to try hold on to that sixth place here now. Using plenty of VRS. Yeah, Nebula's using nearly everything to try catch him now. It's all down to these next corners here. Who carries more speed through it? Nebula is giving it everything there now, but it's just too little too late, unfortunately for him. So that's it, guys. That was a crazy one. So I'm going to try get the guys into the league. So Nebby is after getting driver of the day. So on your podium there, you've got HSO Gringsey in the podium in number 1 spot getting his trophy. Then we have Senna, who is in the 2nd spot there. And then we have HSR Kyle in 3rd. Senna does love spraying guys with the old champagne as well, so I'm not surprised with that one. Lads, to be fair, I think it was a good race. Mixed conditions is always very tough, and Zandvoort is a very, very hard track to be consistent over a full race. So there you see it. So Kyle's after getting the fastest lap there, with then Senna and obviously Gringsey with the winner. So I'm going to try to get these guys in here now. Bear with me 2 seconds. Pete me old flower whenever you can, just include your audio. And our winner HSR, if you can include your audio as well, mate. Yeah, and then Kyle the same, if you can include your audio, Kyle.
Done.
So we're going to start off with the race winner HSR. How do you spell that, or how do you pronounce your second name there?
So it's like an A sort of.
Okay. Yeah, I was very confused with that all race. But so, come here, from your point of view, how was the race there? Very well done on your victory.
To be fair, at the start I spun, so I went all the way down into lap. Luckily, strategy sort of got me back up to where I needed to be. And safety cars. There was a few of them.
Yeah, there was one or two. But you've done the right thing, because I was very confused with everyone pitting going onto the sauce as early as they did.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just didn't understand it. So yourself, Senna, and it was Hickey done very well not to pit in.
Yeah, I was sort of lucky though as well that the two people on Inters pitted as well with me at the end, because if they didn't, they might have just stayed ahead. So.
Oh no, because the speed difference. It was massive. Senna, for you, how was the race? You had a few unlucky moments, and I thought you gave away the podium.
Yeah, me too. It's like had flashbacks to Bahrain. It was.
I was only saying that.
I can imagine. So we've got something in common there, haven't we? It was a tough race. Obviously it's a hard track anyway, and with the wet conditions, it was very difficult. So I think for myself, that's lack of practice being away, and consistency wasn't there as it normally would be. But so I'm glad to get on the podium. So it was a good race.
Yeah, no, it was definitely very enjoyable to watch. Kyle, you pulled off a fucking huge, not even a massive move in the last sector to claim that podium.
It was desperation was kicking in, you know. I was determined to get back on the podium after the strategy.
Yeah, I was assuming.
Yeah, I saw someone else pitting, but the thing that stopped me was it was still raining, and I thought, oh, because I want to drive as quick, because I know this game can be a bit off with the amount of tires. And it stopped. I was like, we're behind the same, might as well risk it. And then it got to about, we were just going around. I was like, okay, well, I might as well keep on track. Fourth is still good. And then it started to dry up. Get fast. I was like, maybe, because I saw Hickey had a 5 second, and he had the pit. So I was like, screw it, might as well try on it. And then
though, I didn't know if it was going to work or not, but in fairness,
neither did I.
He gave you the room as well. But
Yeah,
Hickey was a good enough driver. He left you the room.
It was very good. Yeah. A desperation was kicking in at those final corners. I was like, ugh.
There was some great racing there throughout, and there was some
solid
trains going on as well.
I think if it stayed wet, that would have been so much better for me.
You were flying.
Honestly,
that's the funny thing, Kyle. You fucked up your own race by pitting, unfortunately, but like, you were dominating the race. If I'm being honest.
I do like the wet.
Yeah, you were absolutely. I feel like you were seconds faster. Like on every safety car restart, on 2 or 3 laps, you were like 4 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
Like you were flying. To be fair about it, you were just unlucky.
All the speed, no brakes.
Oh, sure, look, it has to be done. But yeah, no, it was great to see us all doing it, and I love seeing Damo still getting points. A few of the guys just crashed out, and I think poor old Meatball crashed out of annoyance weather like that as well.
He does not like the wet weather.
No. Well, look, it was very tough for everyone. Mixed conditions around Zandvoort, which is always a tough track regardless. It's always going to be very tough. But next week, guys, how do you think you're going to fare out there? So next week we are actually off to, I think it's Italy for the Super Pole on reverse grid.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to figure out how that works. I like Italy. Do that goes. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, it's going to be fun for you. Have a look in the announcements channel.
The only thing I know about Super Bowl is like Formula E, and I don't even know how that works. I feel like
Pete, do you want to explain it to them?
Go on, explain it. Yeah, go on.
In short, it's qualifying for points, not for position. So you've got an 18-minute session. Fastest person gets the points, and it goes down from there.
Like full points.
It's about half points.
Half points, roughly. Yeah.
And then the race itself it's done by championship position or championship points in reverse order. So unfortunately your wins.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so your wins bump you up there.
Is this bad for you? This is my first race.
Yeah, I think Carl. Well, I think possibly both McLarens would be at the back the way things are going. So you are very well, mate.
Oh my god.
So you guys have been flying. So I think you'll probably be starting from the back, but
Italy's going to get challenging.
It's
the first corner I'm worried about.
Oh yeah, but just hang back and see what happens.
Exactly. So the pace you've got, you don't need to be in turn 1, so you've got plenty of time.
Actually, yeah, to be fair, I'm glad I'm going to start last then.
Well, there is
actually
that.
May work out.
Yeah, there is that.
Cheers for the
That's cool, guys.
the commentary. Watch that one back.
No, fair play to you, and And great, it's good, really good to see more HSR guys getting involved with us as well. I think it's kind of cool as well. And yeah, hopefully as we have so many drivers now, we should hopefully on next season be able to open up 2 seasons and have Tier 1 and Tier 2 totally separate entities, so it's full racing.
Fair enough.
All going well. Yeah, guys, I'm going to stop the stream there. Oh yeah, definitely is. I'm going to stop the stream there, guys. Thanks so much, and well done again to Granksy, whatever his name is. I'm never going to remember.
Yeah, that's good.
He just can't spell.
Yeah, I'm going to call you illiterate, then Senate in second, and then Kyle, always very fast in third, and also follow Kyle on Twitch and on his Instagram. He loves going on about that. So
Oh, cheers, babes.
do that. And